Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance. Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden and I'm an accountability coach and the author of Get Resultsology, The Science of Getting Stuff Done. I work with people who run their own business. No boss, distractions everywhere, and never enough hours in the day. Together we cut through the noise, sharpen their focus, and follow through on the big ideas that actually move the needle. That's what I call the momentum formula. Do it today, profit tomorrow, and repeat. So if that's the kind of breakthrough that you are looking for, then you're in exactly the right place. And speaking of being in exactly the right place, I'm delighted to say my guest expert today is Dr. LaChelle Wieme. Dr. LaChelle is a business strategist, transformational speaker, and the host of the Spiral Up podcast. She helps ambitious women create aligned income and impact through clarity, confidence, and consistent God-led action. With over 15 years on stage and 6+ years in coaching and consulting, LaChelle blends strategic insight with spiritual alignment to empower high-achieving women to build businesses that feel as good as they look, without the burnout. LaChelle, welcome to Goalbusters.
Robin, thanks for having me. I can't wait for us to get started on this.
I'm really excited about this too. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this today. It's our second attempt. We had a little misfire with the weather. I think it knocked the power out last time we tried to do this, didn't it? So let's try and do it today. Whereabouts in the world are you that you get power cuts?
Yes, so I am in Minnesota in the United States.
Okay, that's perfect. Well, we know not to move there because they have power cuts from time to time. Probably the first one in 50 years for all I know, but I'm being unfair. And I'm waffling on. Shall we do the questions instead?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get the clock up on the screen. And there it goes. LaChelle, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
Yes, so I work with women who have very big ambitions. They're driven, they're impact driven, but unfortunately, they have been so coachable that they're doing everything and not moving the needle. And so they are completely burnt out, they're frustrated, and because they've been doing everything and it's not working and they're not being able to manifest those consistent, sustainable 10K months, they're starting to overthink, they're starting to doubt themselves, they're starting to wonder, what the heck am I even doing here? And I love to help those women understand that they are capable and they can do it without the stinking burnout, without the overwhelm, and without the overthinking.
Brilliant. I like that. Overcoached.
Yes.
Yeah, brilliant. I love it. All right. So you've alluded to it quite a bit in your answer there, but if you'd like to expand on what exactly is the problem or problems you solve, please tell us.
What I see happening with people, and all of us, Robin, that our ideal client is us like 2 years ago, right? So I was that person. I was so driven, so ambitious, so coachable that everything that they told me to do, I did. And I thought to myself, if this was going to work, if these 3 steps are going to work, I'm going to do 6 and I'm going to do them twice as fast. And guess what happened? I didn't get anything done as fast as I wanted to, and I started to completely doubt myself. So what I teach people to do is to recognize the right action for them, not all the actions, and to understand and to discern what is their next step. You are your own guru, you guys. You cannot look for every single person outside of you to tell you what to do. The strategies, the scripts, the email sequences, the social media things are not going to work if they're not your perfectly divine designed plan. And so what I want to help people understand is that there is a right way to do it. It's your way, and you have the answers within you. It's just a matter of tuning in to listen to what your next strategy is. And I promise you that if you can do one aligned divine step, it's going to be more fruitful than 1,000 of what the gurus tell you to do if they're not designed and aligned for you and your plan.
Yeah. And of course, one of the biggest issues that we have with the gurus, so-called, is sorting out if I use an old phrase, sorting out the wheat from the chaff. Some of these
Yes.
gurus are not quite what you think. They
Oh,
sound great, but actually they're just good at selling courses. They're not terribly good at teaching you to do what you need to do. All right, so I'll move on from that because we're not talking about those here. What is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that would help them to solve the problem that you've
so
described?
it's really just this matter of stopping and asking yourself, who am I while I'm doing this? Okay. So I geek out, Robin, on all things science. I am a scientist. I'm a researcher by background. I do anesthesia as where's my doctor comes from. And so all of my things are science backed. But what happens is it's not what we do, it's who we are while we do it. And so, what I want people to understand is you have to check in with yourself before you execute. I can give you a complete strategy and a script and do all the things. But if you do not believe in what you're saying, if you have an underlying insecurity, underlying BS that's going on in your brain that's preventing you from actually feeling what you're saying, it's not going to land with the other person. And I can give you brain science that helps explain what is that is all about. It's freaking cool as heck. It doesn't even matter if it's face to face or if it's you receiving an email I send. And so what I tell people to do is before you do anything, check in with yourself and ask yourself, do I believe what I'm saying? And if not, shifting it. And oftentimes people don't understand that it's not up here in our brain that makes a difference. It's actually here inside of our heart. We have 40,000 brain cells actually built into our heart muscle, if you did not know that. And so our brain actually communicates more, or our heart communicates more to our brain than our brain does to our heart. So settle in here in your heart space, take some deep breaths, stand in a power pose, give yourself some affirmations, lock into who you are being, and then execute the strategy. And it will land energetically, metaphysically, brain science wise with the other person. And it's not as matter as much as what I do is who I am while I do it. And the same effort will land differently with the recipient than if you didn't do that first. And that's free and it's simple and it takes a couple of seconds. But checking in with who I am being before I do, and your efforts will be more fruitful than if you didn't do that before.
Okay, and that's brilliant. And I'm not going to follow up with that straight away because you've kind of segued nicely into the answering the next question, which is all about goal busting and focusing on how to maximize productive time to achieve business goals. You've half answered it really, but I think you've probably got a few more ideas. So can you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits,
Absolutely.
please?
So again, I want you guys to stop getting stuck into the hustle for the sake of hustling and stop getting into the shoulds. We should on ourselves constantly all day long. So when you're looking at your to-do list, I want you to feel into it and say which one of these is going to move the needle the most and which one of them is designed for me. And how can I stand in my power as most confident and energetically aligned as I can, and then execute from that space. And once you can act from that space, it's literally going to be more effective. People's brains from their limbic system, the back of their brain actually can pick up on your energy even before you say a word. And their brain is interpreting, are you safe? Are you trustworthy? And if you can do that before you execute your to-do list and you start to look at your to-do list from a place of which one of these is going to move the needle the most and how can I shift myself energetically to a space where I am most powerful, confident, contagious while I'm doing it, the execution of that is actually going to be more fruitful and the rest of the things are going to start to fall into place from that to-do list.
Fantastic. And then in dying embers of our 7 minutes, I've got one final question is what should I have asked you today? And your answer, please.
Yes. So what I was going to say is that you guys have to just ask yourself, am I my own guru? Am I relying on anything outside of me to give me the answers, to tell me what to do, to give me the most fruitful manifestation, money-making productivity if I can? Or have I tapped into what my inner knower knows? Because if you can tap into that and lean into that and allow your intuition to guide you, you are going to hit the mark every single time. But you are your own guru.
Oh, look at that. And you hit the mark bang on time. That was fantastic. That was like a 2-hour lecture packed into 7 minutes, and it delivered, I would say it delivered just as much value as a 2-hour lecture. So much to unpack there. I'm not even remotely intimidated by the fact that you're a medical doctor. Yes, I am. And I'm greatly impressed by that too. That's fantastic. All right. So one final question is, Dr. LaChelle, is how can people reach you? And also, is there like a valuable free resource that they could get from you as well? Because I always say it's a cheeky question, but it isn't really. It's a way of connecting with you a little bit more and finding out a bit more firsthand what Dr. LaChelle could do for you.
Absolutely. So I keep it really simple. So it's at LaChelle Wieme everywhere. So you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all the things at LaChelle Wieme, at LaChelle, or it's LaChelleWieme.com. So go there, find me in all the places. Okay. So that's easy peasy. My free resource that I'm going to give you guys today is my flow state money reset. What this is, it's a really cool mini series that's going to give you guys exactly what you need to get into flow, to be able to start trusting yourself, to be able to make decisions from your own guru, so that you can take one step that's going to be way more fruitful than 1,000 of what the experts are telling you to do, and help you to get into that alignment in a way that is going to get you to where you want to go faster without overthinking and without burnout. And so you are going to have access to that link with Robin here, and we're going to get you set on all the things that you can do to make your effort be way more fruitful.
Absolutely. For people watching on YouTube, the link is on the screen. And if you can't see a screen anyway, because you're listening to a podcast, no less, we will include it with all the descriptions that go out with the podcast. There's a link back to a page where the URL is large as life and easy to click through on. Dr. LaChelle, that has been amazing. The only issue I've got with anything that you've said today is I really wanted to stop you and spend about a couple of days picking your brain, because you are completely, with your background in the science and how your brain affects your productivity, etc., that's totally in line with my layperson's understanding. I have no qualifications in science whatsoever. In fact, you only have to say the word science to me and you'll see my eyes glaze over and my brain just shuts down. The lights are on, but there's no one in. So it's always interesting to pick someone's brain who knows what they're talking about. But Dr. LaChelle, that has been amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate it too. It's been an absolute pleasure. So remember, everybody, please keep goal busting and make your future self proud. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.